From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Stafford. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Play action. It's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one in the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Brooks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Kupp, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And this one's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Now it's Carson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Stafford on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Akers has got the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers, 35 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 20. Begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 50 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return is Brandon Powell. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Lady! Mike 54. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Right there.
A final shot before the break. Stafford. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Stafford. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Let's go.
On first down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On play action, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Mahomes to throw once more. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Sliding out of the pocket. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Carson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They run for it with Carson. Room here to run. It's a big play there on 4th down. All they needed was a yard there for the 4th down conversion, but they got to that second level and got a whole lot more than that.
And how many times have we seen this on 4th down? Defense stacks up near the line of scrimmage. If you pop there, you can go a long way, and that's exactly what we just saw.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 31 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, my God.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And, his first carry, he loses midfield at the 48-yard line. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 22, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes lives. It's going to be a long day for you.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Reed. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next gen step. What a play! And touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. When
pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion?
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And going deep for Hill. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Mahomes will throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That's caught by Penning. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On third down, Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. It's what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jordan Brooks gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
It's our time. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Here we go. Hey, Ripley. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 3rd down, Carson. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Play action. It's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf.
Have some of this.
And
Have some of this.
And touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 55 yards. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And Mahomes picking up the 1st as he slides and hits the deck. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. A quick slant to Hill. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action now. Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Hooked up by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Let's get him. Come on. What? Line, Madden.
Check 45 to Mike.
I got you. I got you.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Stiff-armed him, and he's brought down. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Fournette, touchdown, Buccaneers. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that makes the score 7-0. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. On 2nd and 15 now. Brady, that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Brady to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
72.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And brought in by Braid. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cameron Braid, 32 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They run it with Carson, and he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. From the shotgun, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. 20, 10, and he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. This is Carson. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And this time he is in. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man, complete. And I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful. Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he fires one incomplete. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. Nice move at the 40. And he'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff to Fournette. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
53!
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Second down, back to Fournette. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Succop's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 16. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Fournette on the toss to the right. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Tried to get it on the edge there, but there was no seal, nowhere to go, had to step out.
Yeah, sometimes the defense just wins those battles because ordinarily the guy setting the edge, offensive tackle, tight end, H-back, someone of that caliber, wasn't there on that play. Defense wins it in a big way, no gain at all for the offense.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From midfield, here's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56. Check, 56. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Cover, cover.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. On first down, Wilson. On the Buccaneer pressure, too much. Down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Play action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll toss it out to Carson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll buy some time right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on second and long. Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on fourth, but but this one is going to wind up incomplete.